The briefing. You're all in the hangar prior to boarding the Big Petunia, the very large troop transportation aircraft that deposits traveling team groups on their away missions. The entire traveling team is here.
Oh, all of it?
That's new.
Are there multiple missions going out right now?
Just this one.
It's a big one.
It's a big one. Usually we only take like half, if that.
Yeah.
If that.
4 to 5 is what you've been traveling with normally. This is everyone, every single member of the traveling team. Coach Xylophone stands in front of a map of Connecticut. She is somber. Our seismographic sensors in Braintree and Quincy are showing something startling. Aftershocks from earthquakes in Connecticut. There should be no earthquakes in Connecticut. The only data we have from inside Connecticut proper is from the walled city of Hartford. Combining their data with ours, we've come to 2 conclusions. 1, whatever is causing these seismic anomalies is somewhere in the eastern half of the state. And 2, the epicenter of these earthquakes are moving towards Boston. We anticipate that there will be a threat to public safety in Massachusetts in the next 10 days. You will be divided into 4-player teams, and each team will be responsible for several square miles in the earthquake zone. Your objectives: 1, identify the cause of the seismic anomalies. 2, relay that information back immediately. And 3, if able, stop the cause of the seismic anomalies. Please wear your away jerseys throughout the mission, and do not let them fall into non-traveling team hands. Good luck, stay safe, work fast.
Let's
Questions?
Oh, these aren't questions. I was giving you a salute. Coach. Sorry. Everyone, I'm sorry.
Mine was a question.
Mindy Mathers.
Coach Xylophone, if we don't know what's causing the anomalies, what should we bring to prepare to combat it?
Coach Xylophone slides the kind of the big map of Connecticut, which was on kind of this big easel, out of the way. Behind are kind of a bank of temporary lockers. She kind of flips open something on her wrist and hits a couple of buttons. And the lockers, in a choreographed, if squeaky ballet, all open up. Those. Your away jerseys.
Oh.
Beyond that, you can take what you can carry. Each of you has a pre-packed bag. Food, supplies, provisions for 10 days. But anything you have to carry, you have to carry.
I'm going to leave my cell phone. I think there's not good reception out in the exhausted earth, is there?
That's for sure. Zlobs.
Yeah, this is actually a question this time. I know that Connecticut is in disputed territory for traveling teams. Would we run into anyone from New York?
We've been in contact. We believe we have jurisdiction in this matter.
Okay.
We hope.
Oh.
Mindy.
Coach Xylophone, have you assigned teams, or should we work with people that we think we work best with as a team?
We'll stick with that.
Good choice.
Which one? She gave 2 options.
The latter.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Pick who you'd like to travel with.
Hmm.
Mathers, who are you pointing to?
Yeah, Mindy, are you gonna, who are you gonna pick, Mindy?
Oh, all my best friends.
Which are?
You.
Oh, yes. I made it.
Who else?
Wait, who else?
Yeah, who
Darby.
Oh, okay. I got nervous.
else?
Who else?
Morgan.
Ah,
Okay.
When you asked, everyone kind of looked around for a moment, and Mindy, you and Susie kind of locked eyes for a quarter of a heartbeat before kind of looking. And yeah, everyone else kind of lined up. Susie, Chen, and Inbound are kind of recruiting 2 more for their team. Let's talk about your away jerseys, shall we?
yes.
Yeah.
Your away jerseys are halfway between a scuba suit and a futuristic spacesuit. Each of them is covered in thin armor plates and has a full helmet with a visor in it.
Whoa.
Because of pneumatics and servos in the suit, you have superior strength. Across the chest, in Flowers logo, is Boston.
Ooh, that looks nice. Oh yeah.
Across the back are your names. Here's how they work. Putting them on or taking them off takes about 10 minutes, or 5 if you have help. So this isn't something you can do quickly in combat. You're wearing these things.
Mine always requires help because of the wing cutouts.
Mhm.
Indeed. Well, actually, funny you bring that up. I'll get to that at the end. When wearing them, you have +1 to tough and -1 to charm.
Oh.
They also confer +1 armor to you. And that is armor against all types of harm. Zlobs.
As someone whose special power is having armor, how does my armor function with this?
Can't wear both.
Ah,
You can choose. Because it is Blittle League issue, you could wear your own armor instead of the away jersey. But that is up to you.
What was the thing about harm again? -1.
You have
of
+1
harm?
armor, and it's essentially +1 armor against all types of harm.
Oh, okay.
Normally, armor will stop physical damage, but if you fry someone's brain or hit him with a bunch of magic, sometimes it bypasses the armor. Nothing bypasses this armor. They have floodlights right here and voice amplification. They have satellite communications built in. They are hermetically sealed, meaning you're immune to gas or poison. Darby, if you use your wings, the hermetic seal breaks.
Oh.
That makes
Because your
sense.
wings kind of expand and retract, there's just no way around it.
Yeah.
But there are cutouts for them.
Does it self-repair or does it break the seal permanently?
Permanent break.
And you said that nothing bypasses this armor in terms of harm type.
Mm-hmm.
Is that does that go both ways in terms of letting out harm of some kinds?
No, you can dish out as much harm as you want.
Okay.
All right, I've come to a decision. I'm
Yeah.
going to wear it. The tiebreaker was the beautifully made logo, so I'm going to go with the away jersey. But I'm also going to take my armor as well with me.
You're gonna carry it?
Yeah, that's fine. Load me up, everyone. I'm already carrying way too many explosives.
Yeah, everyone kind of has like a single duffel bag. You have 2. So
Are you bringing firearms on this trip?
Just explosives.
Just explosives?
Yeah, and one. Coach made me take a sniper rifle. I don't like it. But I got one.
Okay. I'll take my big knife.
Oh,
Mm.
good.
I'm gonna take a one of these mortar and pestles that like you can
Mortar? Oh,
mortar and pestle
not that kind.
Mhm.
that is like a bowl, but then you could like sort of shrink down to a single C by like wrapping it like that.
Oh,
And
that's so cool.
I'm also gonna take a locket.
Noted.
Hmm. Oh, I guess I'm taking my sword.
Mhm.
hmm
I can always take my sword. Mindy, can I take your crossbow?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That feels
yeah,
fun.
extra explosives and extra ramen, like instant ramen.
Yeah, Darby can take my crossbow, and that way I'll take my wooden bow. So we each have a
Noted.
ranged weapon.
Yeah. So you all kind of kit out and
As a team.
Kit out
you know,
as
the
a
big
team.
petunia is pushed out onto the runway, and you hear its engines kind of kick on. The big propellers start spinning. Inbound, as you're all loading on, you know, almost everyone has kind of put on their away team armor, their away jerseys, kind of already, except for Inbound. Inbound's not wearing theirs yet. Query for the group:
Mhm.
have any of you been through Connecticut?
No.
Mm. No, I don't think so.
I have once.
What was it like?
Yeah, you survived.
I did, but that is because I do not need to eat or drink.
Hmm.
One thing to keep in mind, friends and teammates, is that if your food runs out, so too do you. Nothing grows in Connecticut.
Nothing?
No,
Trees?
no,
Flowers.
no.
No.
Friendships.
Maybe.
Oh.
I flew over Connecticut once, but there was food on the flight.
Hmm.
That is safe, because if you landed in Connecticut, there would be none. Outside of the walled city.
Well, we could always go to the walled city if we need to restock.
Yes.
Inbound.
Yes.
Are you nervous at all? Because you've been there, you know what it's like. Are you excited to go back, or are you scared?
I have imaged my memories on an external drive. Just in case.
Jeez,
What?
pretty dark.
Yeah.
Well, you have
Inbound's-
nothing to worry about, Inbound. You're with Susie.
You hear the occasional pop of Susie's bubblegum from within, like, the big sealed helmet.
Well,
You look distracted, Mathers.
Hmm?
You look distracted.
Oh, no, I'm just going over the details of the mission in my mind, mentally reviewing them.
I guess that tracks. Inbound.
Yes.
Like, is it hot? Is it cold? Is it what? Is there anything else we should look out for in Connecticut?
Aside from the walled city, everywhere in the exhausted earth is without law. If you see someone, you do not know what their intentions are, nor can you trust that there will be some kind of law or greater power there to protect you. You must protect yourselves.
I hate this place already.
It is the exhausted earth. Some would argue it hates itself.
Ooh. That was beautiful.
The plane takes off.
Mhm.
The flight is not a terribly long one, as you would expect. Coach Xylophone is on the flight, and in between every two of you is a tablet that shows the route of the plane, and then these various drop zones, and you're one of them. Within 20 to 30 minutes, you're kind of over the first drop zone, and the first 4 Blittle Leaguers come out. In between the first and the second, the traveling team starting third base person, Andrew Ababio, starts altering his away jersey. He's cutting away a bunch of the armor plating on the left hand and kind of taping it with this like really heavy tape. And one of the yeah, I think it's time for another Blittle Leaguer.
Yeah, we were running out.
The center field person, the 12-year-old center field person of the traveling team. Warp Doodle.
I feel like 3% of every episode is us laughing at names Jack comes up with.
Warp Doodle and Andrew Ababio are kind of in hushed conversation, and Warp Doodle kind of puts her hands out over the now kind of cutaway left arm of this armor, and some kind of crystalline structure sort of builds around it. So essentially, Andrew Ababio's arm is entirely exposed now, except for the glove that he always wears over his left hand. And then it's kind of resealed with this kind of strange glowing crystal stuff. And then they kind of nod. And then the light is green, and the two of them plus the other 2 teammates jump.
What was that? Too late now.
And you're in the third group.
We're up.
I jump out.
Yeah,
You do.
Ah!
Darby, wings out, or do you want to keep
Oh no! I always use my wings. No, I'm not using them though. Oh,
Parachute.
parachute.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh,
I
Darby,
should have practiced.
you don't know if you like this. You kind of head out. The thing is, all of you with the kind of the door open. In your mind, you think it's the middle of the night. It just feels that way out here. It's not. It's midday. The 4 of you jump through a layer of gray, heavy cloud cover and kind of emerge from it, rapidly approaching ground. You'll deploy parachutes.
Yeah.
Darby, this is not something you've needed to worry about, but you have the ripcord here, and on your suit there's like a little flashing green kind of reticle that turns red, and then you pull it, and this is you've been flying first class. This is Coach.
I was cocky. Thought I didn't need to do this.
Yeah.
As Darby's landing, I go to catch her.
Oh, thanks, Labs.
I imagine she just slams into me because I feel like I realized that you don't really get that slow while falling.
No. It slams and then drags Zlobs along.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ow, 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 ow.
Oh. I don't think I'll ever get used to those kinds of jumps.
No. These are, this was kind of a low opening jump So you kind of you pulled the chute only a couple thousand feet up. And the reason why you didn't think about it really, because you're not parachuting into like a war zone. You don't necessarily need to. But then you thought to yourself, well, maybe we are. And so it was a low altitude opening, and you kind of land in a field. It is not a field of grass. It is a field of dirt. A clearing several baseball fields wide. Surrounded by mounds of dust and wisps of what may have been trees.
I would like to make a tactical assessment.
Of course.
As I'm jumping down, I'm sure I get like a good like view of the surrounding area, of possible threats, advantages, etc.
You do. Read a bad situation. I would pretty much, by the way, let you all roll read a bad situation at any time.
This is,
Because
I
we're in
roll.
Connecticut.
Yeah, it's just one big one. Can I get one bad situation? And of course, as a reminder, I roll cool instead of
You
sharp
do indeed.
on those rolls. But a bump. Good thing I did 10.
10. You can ask 3 questions from the read a bad situation list.
What's the
for your
biggest threat,
tactical
please? Big threat.
Yeah, biggest threat.
Besides Connecticut.
I'll put it to you this way. You can repeat that question as many times as you want, and I'll just go down the list. The absolute biggest threat is the fact that there is no help coming for you. Should something happen, should another earthquake occur, should you be attacked by overwhelming force, the nearest help are other members of the traveling team. And you know from the map that they are at least 10, 20 miles away.
Can I still see the plane overhead?
After you touch down, it kind of banks and starts heading south.
Are there dangers I haven't noticed yet?
Yes, many.
It is Connecticut.
I'll give you... pick a number between 1 and 4.
1.
I'll give you the biggest danger you haven't noticed yet, and it's that there are people with rifles and fowling pieces in those hills, and they are looking at you. They are looking at you through the sights of scopes.
Okay,
One more
fine.
question.
Yeah, or you force my hand in this one. How can I best protect people, I guess? I was going to ask multiple questions, but it's fine. It's fine.
No, you can ask whatever you want.
No, how do I best protect people?
In the immediate term, finding a defensible position, because right now you're literally in a field.
Okay, I relayed this. All right, we got to find a defensible position.
Oh,
What,
Okay.
Zlobs?
now?
Yeah, right now. We got to go. There are...
Are we under attack?
Soon. Threat. Snipers. That way.
Okay.
Which way?
That way. We should go that way. There are some scrappy vans over there. Van scraps of cars. Automotive scrap.
You make towards essentially out of the field. You end up crossing a road. At some point, it was a road. It looks like large chunks of it have been pulled away. That is to say, if it's a long stretch of asphalt, large chunks of it, squares of it, have been cut away by someone at some point. So it's like there are these geometric empty spots. But you cross that road and end up moving into what was at some point a building with a roof, but now it doesn't have one.
Can I see the people that Zlobs is talking about?
Not with your eyes.
Can I try and find them mentally?
2d6 plus weird.
Oh no.
Oh no.
5.
Oh.
Oh, wait. 7. Forgot to add my weird for a second. Isn't that weird? 7.
You can figure out a number or their intentions, but not both.
If I don't figure out anything about them at all, can I give them a new personality?
A wild, just lob like a grenade of an emotion at them.
It is a partial success, so it will be the partial success roll on new you.
Are you going to tell me ahead of time which drawback it is?
Yeah. They'll know you did something to them.
Oh, nah. Okay. No. Never mind all that. I thought maybe
Skirt.
I knew that one of the drawbacks is it becomes permanent, and I was like, "Let's go!" Can I just find out what their intention is? What's the intent at this moment?
Yeah.
The Ryan effect. Yes, the Ryan effect. Exactly.
Yeah. Their intent right now is to ascertain why you are here.
To ascertain why we are here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you slightly more. They have a they're looking at you like we would look at an alien invasion.
Oh, all right. I'll walk out from behind the cover and
Mindy, what are you?
wave 2 hands up.
Mathers, get back. What are you doing?
Mindy, what did you find out?
I'm doing just sort of a very approachable little dance.
2d6 plus charm.
Minus
Oh
one.
no. Minus extra.
Oh. Okay. I was trying to argue my way out of this, but there's no way. Okay, 7 again.
All
thank
right.
God.
It's pretty charming.
With
for
a
me.
-2.
Yes, with a
Pretty
-2.
good.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, so
Just trying to show them. I know they're really far away. So the reason I'm doing the little dance is because I think that like facial expressions probably aren't quite reading through their scope and through our armor. So I'm just trying to like kind of give big thumbs up and look very unassuming, just like we're just looking around, just trying to let them know that we're not planning an attack. Because I think we might look like we're right now, like we're planning to attack by finding a strategic position.
yeah, very fair.
And Zlobs is like, in an Overwatch position with like a sniper rifle.
Exactly.
So you might get that.
We'll look at this through the perspective of the locals. We see through like a sniper scope, so we see like a big cross right in the middle, and we see it scanning the exhausted earth and like kind of the pockmarked ground and like the detritus, and then kind of zooms up to this house, and we see the house roof ripped off, one of the walls pulled down, and then it kind of pans up, and you see through this you see the glint of a scope of another sniper's rifle, and then it moves down to a dancing space alien. On a partial success, no one's going to shoot at anyone, but they are not going to betray their numbers. So one of them is going to come out.
Okay.
Kind of emerging from behind one of like the berms in the distance is an adult. Goggles, kind of light clothes, but full of pockets. They kind of vault over, kind of roll over the berm and start walking and stop about 100 feet from you. This person's holding a pistol or revolver, like a service revolver. Holsters it. Bandana pulls down. The face is old. She shouts from a distance. Lost?
Not quite. Hi. We're part of the Blittle League traveling team.
Never heard of it.
Really?
Who are you?
Hi, I'm Morgan Woodstock.
Why don't you come out from cover? We can get a better look at you.
Come on.
Okay.
Okay, I
Come on.
climb over
Zlobs,
the.
put your weapon down.
I'm Overwatch right now.
Zlobs, put your weapon down.
Who's gonna Overwatch?
No one needs to overwatch.
Ugh,
We
I
have to
un-Overwatch.
show them that we're peaceful.
I
We need the
Underwatch.
locals on our side. Thank you. Zlobs, put the weapon down.
No, I will not compromise on this.
That's all of
Okay.
you?
Us four.
That's
Well,
Yep.
4.
in the vicinity, yes.
What is it you're wearing there?
It's our jerseys.
There are uniforms.
Yeah. If you knew who the Blittle League traveling team is, you'd be really impressed right now.
I mean, Boston. Have you heard of the Boston Flowers?
We're here to help, and we're honored to be guests of Connecticut.
Good line, Mindy.
Oh, that's a
I
good one,
thought
yeah.
I've been thinking about that for a long time.
What are your intentions?
To help.
The seismic events that you've been experiencing,
I don't know what that is.
the earthquakes. Have you been experiencing earthquakes?
Ground shaken.
She pauses.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-booms.
What can 4 children do about earthquakes?
We're not sure.
That's why we're
Yeah.
here.
But we're part of the Blittle League traveling team, which, of course, if you knew what that
Yeah.
was, you'd be like, "Oh, I understand."
We have like special abilities and
I'm
other
not even
and tools.
a human. I don't.
Yeah,
Mindy,
and I can shoot
Mindy,
magic, and I shoot an electric blaseball straight up into the air like a lightning bolt.
Yeah, and Zlobs is just
I'm
heck
here.
of a guy.
Wait, who are you?
Yeah, who are you? one heck,
I mean,
hold on,
not,
one heck of a
not to be
guy.
aggressive about it. We are guests in your Connecticut,
Guests
You're-
of Connecticut.
but I'd just like to know who we're talking to
I'm the mayor.
of Connecticut.
Wow.
I don't see a sash.
You know, my dad's a mayor in some timelines.
I heard that y'all were lawless. What does it mean to be a mayor if you're lawless?
Means of the 15 people left, I drew the short straw.
15? In the
our
whole state?
town.
Oh, in the town.
What town are we in? Is this Putnam? Where are we?
She points to the road that you ran across. There's a sign, half of it is sheared off by what looked like a machine gun that was fired through it maybe 30 years ago. The first letter is gone, but you're willing to suspect it is a C. Coventry.
Oven tree.
Nice.
Is that related to Braintree?
That place I've heard of.
You've heard of Braintree, not Boston?
Oh, I've heard of Boston.
Yeah, we're from Boston.
Coventry, like, are you a witch?
No.
It's okay if you are.
I mean, I am. Bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you like ramen? I have
I
noodles.
don't know what that is.
Oh, Morgan.
Zlobs,
can you-
Zlobs.
Yes?
Mm-mm.
I'm offering noodles. What's wrong with noodles?
You shouldn't. Zlobs, we have a very limited food supply.
I brought
If you're
extra.
here to barter, come to the statue. Just know that for every one of you, there are 3 of us.
Are we welcome and peaceful guests? Well, sorry, we are peaceful. Are we welcome guests as we are peaceful?
Great job, Mathers.
Thanks.
Good job.
She takes off her goggles. You are welcome as peaceful guests.
Hey.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. Come to your place.
Yeah, we'd love to see the tower.
Let's check out the statue.
Statue, yeah.
The mayor kind of vanishes back from whence she came, and you start walking up the road.
I've never had someone scowl at me that long.
Yeah, that was a deep and purposeful scowl.
It's almost as if the intimidation was entirely dispassionate. She looked at you like that not because she hated you, but because if she didn't look at you like that, she thought she might die.
Oof.
That's rough.
She's worried about us.
Sounds like
I
she's
mean,
worried
as far
about
as she
Connecticut.
knows, we're just children.
I mean, we are just children.
Yeah, but we're Blittle Leaguers.
And some guy, apparently.
I said one heck of a guy. That was a compliment, Zlobs.
Okay.
I didn't know how to explain your abilities in a concise and succinct way.
You're
I had
just
that problem too. I don't want to talk about it.
You're multi-talented.
You're just a good boy, Zlobs.
What? Just what?
You're just a marvelous specimen.
Mathers.
Just a terrific, just a terrific kid.
Can I read a bad situation?
Above and beyond
Group?
teammate.
It's like, wait a second. Something's not up.
The walk is a long one.
What's the best way out of this? I gotta know.
Either saying thank you or nothing at all, and you don't know which.
I just get nervous when we have to explain our powers to people. I just hate to think that you feel undervalued because sometimes it's hard to sum up everything that you do so well.
I'm going to tactfully say nothing.
Okay. I read Zlobs' mind.
Yeah.
Just
It's going back and forth. It's literally like watching a light switch go from say nothing, say something, say nothing, say something, say nothing, say something.
Okay. I stopped talking.
Here's what you see in the half hour or so that you walk. You've got paper maps as well as a tablet with a map. You cover about 1.5 miles, mainly along this road. You see nothing else alive.
Do you see tracks or anything
Yeah,
from vehicles or from animals?
vehicles. You see something that's either a bicycle maybe, or a motorbike at some point, kind of driving through like mud and then over the road and then off like at some point. There are no animal tracks. You do not hear the sound of birds. You do not hear the sound of insects. There is not even a single weed. There are things that used to be trees, but any piece of wood here that grew out of the ground, if it was bigger than a twig, has been ripped apart years or decades ago. You don't think... You do see buildings that look like they were built by construction techniques. You don't see anything new. Any structure you see that is newly built was built from scraps. Like, you see a shack along the road, it's been burned out. But that shack was clearly built at some point recently from pieces of other buildings.
Mayor, what's the name of the mayor?
She didn't offer it.
I don't think she gave a name. Just say
Oh.
mayor.
Respected mayor, excuse me?
Yeah, this is about 30 minutes later. You've made it into the town proper.
Yeah.
There's a town square that looks clean in that it's kind of a cobblestone circle, big enough for cars, like a rotary.
It's nice.
Yeah, the buildings here, at least a few of them around this rotary, have not been scavenged or torn apart. They're nice, actually. Just everything's so gray. Brick, stone. The statue it's a big metal statue, taller than an adult, kind of tipped to the side. It used to be on probably a plinth, like a big kind of stone or concrete block, but that's broken, and now it's resting on top of a big boulder. Standing on that boulder, leaning against the statue, is the mayor.
May we ask you some questions about your land here of Connecticut?
You may.
How long has Connecticut been an exhausted earth?
It's never not been.
Good. And towns like yours, are there many towns across Connecticut?
I think so. I've been to a few.
Were you born here?
Yeah.
You said there were only 15 left?
Here, yeah.
What happened?
But fighters, every one of them.
What happened to everyone else? Were there people who weren't fighters?
Someone wants to leave, we don't stop them.
Do people go to other towns? Travel between?
We don't ask when they leave.
Mayor? Why do you stay?
He would have stayed. She taps on the statue.
Oh. And who is this one? wonderful looking person?
Nathan Hale.
Oh,
Right.
He's your
Nice.
dad or something?
He died for his country back when there was a country to die for.
Oh.
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 They don't teach you that in school?
we
We miss a lot of school.
some of us learned it if we did the makeup reading.
I was having fun.
Oh, speaking of fun, do you all play Blaseball?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
That's what
Mayor,
we
yeah.
do.
That's what we do.
I throw mayor ball.
It is shot out of the air by someone nearby.
Zlobs. Stand down.
Someone shot at us.
They shot the Blaseball.
Yeah,
We're peaceful
Zlobs.
guests.
Sniper, third floor building that looks like an old bank.
I train on him.
He trains on you.
Great. The way it should be. I intimidate with wide eyes.
His eyes narrow.
Okay, can you both just put
Just-
it down?
Put the snipers down.
That was my only Blaseball.
I got one in my back pocket.
Why don't we save that one in case we want it later?
Locals here are a little protective of their elected officials.
That
makes
makes sense.
Very understandable.
Fair enough.
Do you know the names of any nearby towns?
When I was a
It's
girl, I
already-
went
oh.
to Mystic.
Oh, Mystic. I know where that
Was
is.
it? No.
What did you do
No.
in Mystic?
It's like she starts saying 2 or 3 different sentences at once, and a drop of blood falls out of her nose, and then she kind of blinks it out.
Oh, can I read her mind?
Yeah, 2d6 plus weird.
For sure. Okay, great. 13.
Wow, all right.
Yeah, what the heck what was going on there?
13, I'm going to give you the big choice.
Oh goodness. Oh no. Oh no.
Do you want the story of Connecticut? Or do you want to heal Mayor Katie Queen's mind?
Oh. I can only do one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Heal her. Heal her mind.
Wow,
fix
you're
it.
letting up a secret? Okay.
You just start observing her thought process. It's usually pretty easy for you to catch surface level thoughts and vivid memories. Things like motivation and things are sometimes a little trickier, but there's everything below her surface level thoughts is just chaos. She's trying to remember things, but it's like her memory exists only in the periphery of her mind, and if she tries to look at it, it kind of scatters away. You free her mind of that. You kind of grab the memories that keep moving out of her field of vision and kind of lock them in. And then her mind's able to focus on them. She looks at all of you. She kind of raises her hand and kind of closes a fist, and Zlobs, the sniper that's training on you, kind of pulls back. I would like to invite the four of you into my home. If you would follow me.
Yes,
course.
thank you.
Yeah, why are you crying?
I don't know.
Mathers, did you do that?
Mindy, these good tears are bad tears.
I give Zlobs a thumbs up, and I'm trying to be smooth about it. What's the word? Like secretive.
Okay, got it. Thanks, Mindy. And I watch the rear as we go.
You do. Her home is remarkably orderly. It's not dusty. There's furniture in here. 60, 70 years old. But there's furniture in here.
This is lovely. Are you all-
There's a pail of water on a table in the middle of the room. She kind of takes off the scarf and kind of the leather helmet she's wearing, and kind of puts water in her face and then offers it to you. What did you do to my mind?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for meddling. I just it seemed like you had a bit of a block, and I just cleared it away. I thought maybe you could think more clearly and without pain if I did.
I remember. I've never remembered. I remember. When you live here, at some point, you always ask your neighbor, has it always been like this? Why are our parents here? Why were we raised here? But then if you ask, well, what do you remember? You can't. No one can.
Do you think that maybe you forgot kind of on purpose, like your mind trying to protect itself? Or do you think maybe it was an outside force? It might be difficult to tell.
It wasn't always like this. Forget what I just said. That wasn't true. No, Connecticut used to be green when I was a girl. It used to be green when I was a girl. I went to Mystic. I saw the Great Library in Mystic.
The
There was a
Great
park
Library?
outside.
Mindy.
Yes?
You know my mind better than anyone else.
Yes?
Can you see if anything's like happening to it? Like memories are fraying or anything's happening to my
Sure.
brain?
I'll take a look and see if anything's different. I read Zlobs' mind not too long ago, so I should have a pretty good idea.
2d6 plus weird.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
6.
No!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't expect that. It's pretty unlikely for me to roll a fail on a weird roll. It just seems it always happens
In most
When-
inopportune time, yeah. When it's my memories.
when it's Zlobs' memories.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I feel like a gazelle with like a broken leg just sitting in a field.
Mindy, you're in your living room talking to Nana. That conversation. Nana looks away. You have to keep in mind, dear, that we started down the path that we did because of Connecticut, because we couldn't save it. If you keep in mind how many lives were changed, if you keep in mind what happens when the other side has more power than you might start to understand why we did what we did. And you're back in the present.
I don't know. Sorry, Zlobs. I'm not, can't be sure. Sorry.
Mathers,
Yeah,
you okay?
it's pretty messy.
Yeah, I just can't get a, I can't get a good look right now. Sorry. I'll try again later.
I'm gonna pour Mindy just a cup of water.
Yeah, you take from your duffel bag. You just instinctually start walking towards the kitchen sink, but you realize it doesn't have a faucet in it. And so you just kind of pause and turn around and take one of like the big like plastic water bags and kind of siphon some off. At some point in my life, when I was a girl, something happened here. And things stopped growing. And people panicked. And most of us left and some of us stayed.
Yeah.
And those of us that are staying are less and less. But those of us who have been here this long, where could we go?
Mayor?
Yes.
First off, I don't think we caught your name.
Katie Queen. Sorry, that was rude of me.
You got it
Queen,
right.
you can say your own name. Yeah. I know.
Mathers.
Morgan says it's rude to answer questions for people, even if you know the answer.
What was Mystic like?
Any question you have could be answered in that library. That's what the song used to say. And they were right. I don't know what happened to Mystic.
What did you have a question you asked in the library? Something you wanted to learn about when you went?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
It was about birds.
Do you all get the feeling that maybe we should look at this library? I mean, we have a lot of questions. Maybe we could still get some answers there.
Does it still exist? Do you think, Mayor?
The route that I know is from here north. We can catch the northeast corridor. I've also been to the walled city. Nothing grows here. Not since... But you could drink the water. The issue is food. The issue has always been food. At some point, the rest of us are going to be too old to make the trip. Heaven knows what we'll do then.
Morgan, heat up this water, please. I pour the water in a cup of noodles container, and I add the powder and I swirl it, and I give it to Katie.
She takes a sip. And then a bite. It's around now that you hear gunfire.
What happened here?
Yeah. What a vibe.
Yeah.
I feel like Vermont, like New Hampshire and Maine's been like pretty chilled. Like, okay, just like foresty New England states. Completely destroyed wasteland of Connecticut. Oh, you madman.
Yeah. Yeah, Connecticut's a tough one.
I love it.
This is going to be quite the walnut. What is this going to be? 5 episodes?
Yeah, probably.
Well, I don't know yet, actually.
It's probably gonna take us to episode 100.
It's going to be like 12. We thought Manchester was going to be a 2-parter, and I think what did it take us 4?
Yeah. There's a lot to do in New Hampshire.
Well, there's a lot to do when you give yourself a lot to do.